What's up, Bravo Nation? Welcome to another Z Bushy video. What's that, Z Bushy? You didn't say training video. Right you are. This is not a training video, but more of a Z Bushy bring you up to speed video. So what's this video about, Z Bushy? I'm glad you asked. It's about penalty bucks. So if you're not familiar with what penalty bucks are, I'm going to explain it to you. First, it's not something very exciting. Even though I'm doing fun hand gestures, it is not exciting, it's not fun, and nor is it something that we want to do here at Bravo Wireless. But it was an essential, very important remedy to a lot of issues we were having in the company with individuals who were habitually making the same mistakes time and time again. Individuals who weren't taking our reprimands serious. And really our old Bravo way was we would have a verbal warning, maybe multiple times. We would have a come to Jesus talk with you and maybe even do write-ups. But none of that was really being taken serious. Although we wish it would have been, it just wasn't. Individuals who were consistently making these same mistakes, even though we had all these come to Jesus meetings, all these talks to you, all these write-ups, it wasn't solving the issue. So what ends up happening when you guys consistently make these kind of mistakes, it financially impacts the company. So what do we do to solve these kind of issues? We have to bring attention to where the problem is and how to solve it. And honestly, I thought talking to you guys would be enough. I thought just having that sit down talk and really going over why these things can't continue would be enough. But what's ended up happening time and time again was that after we would have these talks, nothing would come to be of it. It would just simply happen again and happen again and happen again. So again, we came up with penalty bucks to help remedy this. So now, for those individuals who habitually made the same mistakes, like showing up to work late all the time, or doing the checklist improper, meaning that they initial things that they didn't do, or didn't initial at all, or they messed up our inventory sheets where they're sending the wrong inventory. All these things take a financial hit to the company. And so what we had to do was make it hurt for you just like it hurt for us. So we started deducting $25 per offense. That's where the penalty bucks came in. But I want to make it really clear, this wasn't just created just to ding every person in the company every time they made a small mistake. That was not the goal. The goal is to bring attention and help you guys understand the severity of these issues, that they just couldn't continue to happen. There's no way for us to grow, become more efficient, and become more uniform as a company if we have individuals who aren't taking this serious. So what it did is it really actually brought a lot of these issues to a halt. It was amazing how it worked. It was amazing how quickly these issues started to be a thing of the past. And magically, when you start feeling the financial impact of your mistakes, just like we've had to, the issues start to go away. So what I want you guys to understand is that this is something that we don't want to do. It creates a lot of extra work for upper management. It creates a lot of extra work for me personally. Even making this video, extra work, but it's an essential part for us to grow together and get to the next level. So the penalty bucks aren't going away. But previously, we would send out a sheet of everyone on the penalty bucks to each store, to each individual, to let them know who was affected by it, what they did, and how you could avoid doing the same thing. I realized that became pretty negative, so I do not want to keep that going, but I do want to keep the penalty bucks going. Actually, I don't want to keep it going. Let me repeat, I don't want to keep that going, but it's necessary. Because, again, it's solving the issues, it's bringing severity to the issues so you understand why they have to end. And if not, you continue to get written up and you continue to get deducted $25. And if after multiple times of deducting you money and writing you up, we have to make a tough decision if we're going to part ways or not. So again, this is to help avoid that from happening. This is to help us avoid having to fire lots of people over silly issues that could simply be solved by changing character habits, really. Being late all the time, messing up things like the checklist, things like that, it simply just takes a little bit more discipline and the issues get resolved. So what's awesome about this is the individuals who just do their job properly, do it the right way, do the best they can, and show people they care, our 3 commandments here at Bravo Wireless, they don't get affected by this. It's only the individuals who stray away from those commandments. That's where the issue starts to develop. So if you do those right things, you don't have to worry about this. And again, we are understanding here. If you have a severe issue that comes up and you end up being late, you communicate with us about it, we're not going to be Nazis about it and ding you every time you make a mistake. But again, if it's something that becomes habitual, we have to. If it's something severe enough, we have to. We have to get you guys to understand how important it is. Things like opening the store late. That is not something that's acceptable. I want you guys to understand what happens if we open the store late and the Sprint auditor is there and fails our audit. So it's really easy to fail a Sprint audit, by the way. It's only 6 points and you fail. You can literally be deducted 2 points by not wearing the proper apparel. You can be literally deducted 2 points by not having the proper price tags. But you can instantly fail by not opening on time. What happens when you fail, Z Bushy? I'm glad you asked. What happens is we lose our PBR bonus in all stores for 3 months. What is a PBR bonus? Well, I'm glad you asked about that too. That is responsible for paying out commissions at the end of the month. So what happens is we lose it, like I said, in all stores, not just your store. You literally affect the entire company if you do not pass your audit. So you fail the audit, the whole company takes that loss, takes a loss for 3 months. Well, like I said, that's where commission money comes from. So what happens to commissions for 3 months? Yep, you got it. Everybody loses their commissions for 3 months. I know my family can't afford for that to happen. I'm sure yours can't. So let's not allow that to happen. Let's make sure we're doing the right things and open in time. The reason why I'm bringing attention to this is I want you to understand that would be something, even if it was your first time doing it, that's something that has to be deducted and has to be written up over because how severe the issue is. It's not something, again, we want to do, but we want you to understand this can't happen. You can't do that. It's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair to do that to everybody in the company and affect everybody else's financial well-being because you made a mistake. Some mistakes are more severe than others, so that's where the penalty bucks come into play. But more or less, the penalty bucks is for habitual offenders making the same mistakes time and time again. So I just wanted to clear this up, and that's the point of this video. So let's just recap. Penalty bucks, they're staying. Write-ups with the penalty bucks, they're staying. Penalty buck sheet that gets sent out to everyone, that's going away. It can't go away until this bad behavior becomes a thing of the past. So if you want the penalty bucks to be gone just as badly as I do your part. Follow our simple 3 commandments that we have here at Bravo Wireless. Even if you get them out of order like I do frequently, do the right thing. Do the best you can. Show people you care. If you're following those commandments on a daily basis, not only will the penalty bucks not affect you, but you'll be doing your part and contributing to getting our team to where it needs to be. And if we're all on the same page, the penalty bucks maybe one day will fly away. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. Thank you so much for your professionalism, and thank you for being the best team in wireless. We couldn't do it without you. Do your part. Do the best you can. Thank you guys so much. Z Bushy out.